Hey everybody, it's Jack here, and today I'm talking about Big Brother 19, more specifically though Mark's eviction and Christmas's HOH reign. Also I'm going to be talking about next week and what's going to go on with Jason's HOH reign and who he's potentially going to nominate. So, moving forward, Christmas's HOH reign. My goodness. This season, people just... I wish people realized, like, I wish we could just send letters into the house, just spreading our opinion. See, in the UK seasons, in the UK format, they do that via hate tweets. And I would have loved to see that in this season, more specifically, because it would be perfect to see what people's reactions would be. But obviously this is the UK series and not the UK format, so we're going to follow the traditional US format where the people in the house remain ignorant to what's going on in the outside world. So that sort of sucks. But yeah, Christmas's HOH reign. She wanted to make a big move this week, and it didn't work. And when I say it didn't work, she wanted to get Mark out. She wanted to get Mark out. And yeah, Mark's a big guy, a physical player, physical threat, but really, honestly and truthfully, like, he's not a huge physical threat compared to someone like Jason, or compared to someone like Alex, or compared to someone like, Matt. Like, it's just, and I know Matt's not really a big threat, but it's like, yeah, I was gonna throw in a third name. But still, you could have made a big move this week, and like, instead of getting Mark out, who's not really a physical threat per se, you could have aligned with him and sort of tried to backdoor some people. That's just my opinion. I'm just saying. Sometimes it's good to do the impossible and keep the people in the house that are against you. Keep your enemies closer than your friends, so on and so forth. But yeah, it's just like that was a very, very shocking HOH reign. I'm kidding! No, it was like just bluntly obvious. Okay, Christmas is HOH. Paul's gonna get her to put up Christmas. Done. So as of right now, unless Paul magically disappears from the house for the rest of the season, Paul's gonna win the game. That's just it. He has everybody around his thumb, and good for him. But moving forward, we had Mark get evicted. Mark, I'd like to thank you so much for actually playing this game this season. Thank you so much for doing that. Thank you for, although floating through some of it and everything, realizing that you can actually campaign when you're on the block. And I know people are going to get offended by that and get pissed off, but it's like, at least you campaigned. Moving forward, I'm happy that he actually sort of realized that maybe Paul is a threat. Maybe Cody and Jessica actually came into his head and actually stuck something in there that made him realize, oh, yeah, the guy who's eventing this season should leave the house because he is their past jury. The guy who made it second place last season and will most likely win this season. So good for Paul. Good for Mark. What am I saying? Good for Mark for at least realizing that, where the rest of the house guests are in their own little delusions of how this game works. That's just my opinion. But yeah, Mark, congratulations on being at least someone against the anti-Paul brigade, or like the pro-Paul brigade. I'm sorry to see you go. Obviously, I wish you were in the house right now, along with Jessica, Cody, and Elena. For their reasons, I was sort of hoping that at least we had at least an anti-Paul brigade, but obviously we don't, because yeah. So yeah, thank you, Mark, for at least playing the game. Jason is HOH this week. So Paul is HOH this week. Like, I'm sorry, but it's like The Walking Dead, where it's like instead of it being Negan, it's like, who are you? I'm Paul. It's like, oh no, you're Jason, but you're like playing Paul's game. That's it. Like with The Walking Dead, there's a character named Negan who's a great character, great villain, great antithesis to Rick. And it's like, basically that's how this game is played, where it's like, who are you? And it's like, instead of saying Negan, because like, as a form of assimilation, they either say one of the two things, friendship or Paul, because that's basically how they're playing the game. So it's basically like, you ask anybody now in the house, it's like, who are you? I'm Paul, or I'm Team Friendship. It's like, yeah, Jason did that and over the top, but it's like, he did it cleverly, and at least he had an opposition there with Morgan, and everything. Like, just frustrating. But Jason being HOH basically means that Paul's still HOH. It was sort of interesting to see with the HOH comp on the feeds that how badly Raven wants to see be HOH just to get her lighter. And obviously that's a huge part of being HOH, especially in the competition, but honey, like, you actually have to earn your HOH for the most part. Unless you're up there against Matt, he'll throw it. But, like, Matt's good at throwing stuff. He's not good at winning stuff. Except for that veto, which he won. But yeah, basically, Matt's good at throwing stuff. Raven, you should actually try to win stuff and not trying to get attention every 5 seconds. But yeah, Jason, congrats. Obviously, he had the announcement this week that he is expecting another. He's expecting another child, and congrats to him for that. It was a very emotional moment. I'm very happy for him. But it's like, I hope that, obviously, like every week, I hope that the HOH plays a game that benefits their game, and that's it. But obviously, we're getting to a point now where Paul's into everything and into everybody's way that really any move benefits Paul. That's it. And I don't mean to be hating on Paul, it's just, I just don't like that he's playing his own game. Like he's in everybody's way. Like, it's just, yeah, that's just my opinion. I don't mean to be bashing Paul, it's just like, I want to see someone oppose him and try to get him out of this game, because I just don't like that. The idea of people not having a chance to get out of the game. Or, like, having some risk, some threat to get out of the game. Moving forward, most likely, that because Jason's HOH, Matt and Raven will probably be nominated. If not, it will most likely be Kevin versus Matt or Raven on the block, just because Matt and Raven are the opposing duo, basically, to Jason and Alex. And it's... we're just going to have one of those weeks. Obviously, I'm hoping for Raven to stay in the house, because I love her, like, how much attention she wants, and, like, see, I love her as a character in the UK series. Obviously, in the UK series, if you're like someone like Raven, you're going to get really far in the game, but obviously this is the US format, and oh my god, it's just hilarious. Although I hate her strategic game and everything, it's just hilarious, her game, and how hypocritical she can be. But yeah, overall, Maven being nominated, it's not going to be a huge shock. I think Matt, at this point, is good at being a pawn in the game and doesn't really care about being on the block, along with other things. So yeah. If not, Kevin will most likely go up on the block beside them, because Kevin has acted sketchy, obviously, towards Paul and towards other house guests, so I think he, obviously, sketchy probably towards Alex and Jason, so most likely what will happen is it will be Maven and Kevin are going to be the bigger targets this week. I wish that Paul would go on the block as a pawn, but most likely that won't happen, because Paul's playing too good of a game at this point in order to justify his means. And yeah, overall too, let me just say this about the episodes. Oh, so part of it is like so hypocritical and everything. Zingbot went everywhere to this week, and it's like, I have to admit now, I'm realizing and reading the feeds and reading everything, it's like, watching the feeds and everything, it's like, I realize how accurate everything is in the episodes, and it's like, yeah, it's just, that's all I'll say. It's like, I've realized that Big Brother US doesn't really have a lot of ethics, but that's all I'll say there. when it comes to the edited episodes. The one thing I'm going to say about the feeds is the feeds are obviously the most accurate perspective of the house guests. Obviously, the edited show and everything like that isn't the most accurate, obviously, because they have to condense a week into 3 episodes. So you have like 200, 400 hours, whatever, into 3 hours. And like obviously that is hard, but yeah, like that's the thing that I'll say, especially with this season, with a lot of personalities and everything. Definitely feel free to like go on Reddit and read the feeds. Go on Twitter, see if you can find clips of the feeds, whatever. Because it obviously informs your opinion to make it a much more valuable and much more better stated argument and everything. For me, I've realized a lot that didn't happen on the show, but did happen on the feeds, and it's like, you may want to invest in that, may want to research in that, just on a side note today about that. So, yeah. If you have made it this far, congratulations, you have made it to my outro. I'm going to be linking my double eviction thing here or there, whichever way it's going to be, so check it out. Along with that, thank you so much for watching. If you like my shirt, shout out to my shirt. If you like it, give it a thumbs up down below, and give it a comment on why you like it, and then, yeah. Also, if you want to subscribe for more Big Brother content relating to Big Brother UK or Big Brother US, feel free to subscribe. Along with that, I want to try to test out different kinds of content, so stick around for that. Thank you so much for watching. I am Jack Skinner, and thank you.